Hello, my dear Sagittarius friends, Sagittarians. I am doing your August reading here, and you'll see that this is an audio recording with a picture that you'll be able to view the cards as I'm doing this. It's so much faster to upload audio than video, and I wanted to get these done and up today instead of like taking 3 or 4 days to go all the way through. So anyway, I am offering my Snapshot Reading special right now, and if you are interested in getting a snapshot from me and from Lisa, they're both pre-recorded. You'll just get it, get it in the email, and it is $25 for a snapshot reading with me, another $25 if you want to add Lisa's energy healing to that as well. We also offer longer readings. Lisa and I are doing ones together that are just really great. And a lot of good things are coming from those. So if you're interested in that, let us know as well. And I just wanted to, as I'm laying out the cards right now, I'm going to call on Archangel Michael to come forward right now and just put his light of protection around us, that only the most positive energies will come through at this time, and that whatever messages we most need to hear will be brought for us. So, let's take a look at what happens here. Ooh, some wands, quite a bit of wands. Energies. And the focus on this reading for me in particular, for you, is on the Lion's Gate. So it's August, but in particular the energies that come through at the Lion's Gate, whatever kinds of things that Spirit wants you to focus on at this time to really utilize these energies to the best, to your most beneficial for you. And so the first thing that I'm looking at here at the very center is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is about somebody who has really just experienced a lot of trials, difficulties, but he's making a stand. He's not backing down. He's got all of his 8 wands stuck in the ground behind him, and this 9th wand he's looking at, and it's actually got ivy growing up. It almost looks like he's been there for a while. A lot of the tarot decks shows this person with a bandage around their head, like they've been at battle, at war, and they've received a head wound. So there's even an indication of some psychological trauma or pain, or mental pain or anguish. So there's some aspects of that you're experiencing. And the card that crosses it is the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands in the upright position is about victory, triumph, and recognition. But when it's crossing, it is really talking about the reverse of that. So it's a feeling of not being recognized for what you've accomplished. It's the feeling of like maybe even somebody else received the glory and the recognition that maybe you deserved, and you were the one that was doing all of achieved and accomplished so much, and then somebody else kind of ran away with your recognition or your glory, or some delays in triumph. So like this reading here has the Nine of Wands was there at the center, and the Six of Wands being the possibility, like it's there, like you can have that, but there's some delay to it. So let's take a look at the other cards to get kind of a better idea of what's going on. We have the Empress in the past, the recent past. So I actually feel like you really have recently experienced this feeling of really being sitting on your throne and being recognized. I mean, the Empress is so she's the highest of all the there's all the Queen cards, and then there's the Empress, and being the major arcana, it really is fully embodying all of the the magical and amazing aspects of divine feminine, and her ability to to bring things into being, her creativity, her passion, those are the kinds of things that you've recently experienced. And so maybe right now, kind of on the heels of that, what you're experiencing right now is maybe a little bit frustrating, because you're like, well, wait a minute, not very long ago I was feeling so good, why is this happening right now? But we get some clues about the why by looking at the cards above, below, and in the near future. The card above is the Three of Pentacles, and it talks about creating something of lasting value, lasting importance, and that and even in a collaborative sense. So, just understand that what's happening at the moment where it seems like there's some blocks or some some frustration, know that it, in the end, it is creating something of, lasting value for you in your life. The base of the spread is the Queen of Cups. Again, I want to say, I know most of my viewers are female, but some of you are male, so, you can either look at these as aspects of the feminine aspects of yourself, because everybody has, divine masculine and feminine within them, and we're actually working toward bringing balance in. Or it could be, you could just look at this as the opposite of, like just instead of a queen there, see a king if you're male. But in any case, we have the Queen of Cups at the base, and that's all about being psychic, intuitive, connecting with things on emotional levels. So even though we have this Wands energy right in the very center of the spread, there's some deep underlying emotional connections that you're having that are related to this. Sometimes the Queen of Cups even has a little bit of a, maybe overreacting emotionally to things. And so I feel that, it could be that you've been tested recently by this experience, and at the root and the base of it, we have this emotional connection to it. But don't discredit yourself. I mean, I even feel like, for some of you, you're Sagittarius and you're like all fiery and passionate, and then you're like, where's all this emotion coming from? But it needs to be highlighted. That's why it's being shown right here at the base of the spread. And it really is kind of, even in a sense, the energies that are coming through for you from this Lion's Gate is really about experiencing that, and just giving you an opportunity to experience that side of yourself. The near outcome for this is the Ace of Pentacles, which it says, really you have, as you come through this experience, there's going to be a new beginning, and and really a physical breakthrough. I mean, a breakthrough in the physical sense of things, and the Ace of Pentacles is, new opportunities being handed to you, maybe even kind of out of the blue that you weren't expecting. And I think that, when that happens, you'll kind of see like there was this direct connection between what you're facing right now with this, feeling of lack of recognition, or maybe a victory that doesn't seem like it quite comes through, like there's blocks to it. And, finally, coming through at the other end of it, you're going to have, there's good things on the other side. The cards coming forward for you is the Eight of Cups, which is a suggested action. There's something highlighted here that you're being called to allow yourself to move on. You've had some emotional experiences. I feel like this is even connected to this kind of Queen of Cups that's being depicted here, and it's saying, you've had these emotional experiences, and it is, go ahead and understand they were of value to you and that you learned and grew from it, but it's time for you to move on and let those be in the past. And something that can help you with that is the Knight of Pentacles, and this could be another person, an earth energy, or it could just be, an aspect of you of, there was a lot of emotional stuff going on, and now it's time for you to focus more on things that, need to be done in the physical sense. I see the connection there with the Ace of Pentacles as well. So maybe there was new opportunities that are coming through for you that you're kind of being called, get on your horse, leave these things in the past, and get on your horse and, move forward into the future of this new opportunity that was being offered to you. You have some fear about it, though. The hope and the fear card is the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is the victory that really feels like a loss, or that is conflict, but painful. There's some fears. I feel like that's kind of what's held the Knight of Pentacles back a little bit from really moving forward, or even in the Eight of Cups, the fear of moving on and moving on beyond those experiences is having to do with this Five of Swords. But actually there's good news in it, because if you do move forward in this, you have an opportunity to actually really focus on something deep inside your heart that needed healing. The Three of Swords is a really painful card just looking at it, but there's actually a good side of it is that it helps you focus on the one thing that maybe was bringing you pain and sorrow that needed to be healed. And so all of this is part of that process for you. And, utilizing, again, pointing back to the fact that the Lionsgate energies that are coming through right now for you are, as you address what's going on, utilize these energies, they're going to help you through this process. And I'm going to pull some energy oracle cards. I have the Angel of Love in reverse. It kind of actually makes me think of this Three of Swords a little bit, like, maybe some heartbreak and some pain, or of love that's being held back that isn't quite coming through. And, you're getting impatient about it. I have the Patience card come up in reverse. And I even feel like, this is actually connected to the Nine of Wands and the Six of Wands in reverse in the middle, being crossed by this, like not being recognized or being held back from victory or triumph, and you're like, okay, I want, some success in love. Why isn't it happening? And you're feeling impatient about it, but really there is a key. And let's actually see what this next card comes up. You already see what it is, but I don't yet. And I'm going to just pull up and see if I get a key to what. Okay, good. Interesting. This one's in reverse as well. But all tied up is having that card in reverse is actually my favorite position for that. So the all tied up card is saying that, the Angel of Love in reverse and the Patience in reverse, it will come to an end when you basically untie yourself from things. There's something that's held you back. You've been tied up by something. And I think I'm being directed to look at the Three of Swords. Like, there's been some heartbreak and some pain that needs to be healed. And when you heal that, it will take this all tied up card that would otherwise have been upright before, and it's going to turn it in reverse. And it actually will be the key to your Angel of Love, coming in the upright position, which then, actually opens up your heart for love when you see the Angel of Love in the upright. And I know that you feel impatient about it, but it actually is coming through a lot sooner than you think as you go through this process. So, there's healing that needs to be done. And I will say, for those of you who feel like you need some extra help with that, to go ahead and reach out to me, or to, do a joint reading with Lisa and me, or you could get the energy healing session from her as well, which could help you with that, or do other types of healing exercises, to help with this. So much love to all of you.